Today, we're gonna see what's inside my travel bag. Stay tuned.
Your love has got a hold on me.
I've always been a big fan of one bag travel. In my opinion, the best way to see a country is to pack light. If you pack too much, that's more stuff you have to worry about. I'm gonna break down what's in my bag into 6 different categories: gadgets and gizmos, clothing, toiletries / medication, travel documents / financial documents, miscellaneous stuff, and the maybes. Everything that I'm showing you in this breakdown, I have personally used. They are 100% approved by me. Also, I will leave a link down below on where you can purchase these items. Quick disclaimer, the links down below will be Amazon affiliate links. Anything you purchase from this video and from those links, I will get a small commission from them. That commission will go directly to funding my trip and making more videos for you guys. So I would greatly appreciate if you throw some support. Enough of that, let's get into the breakdown. The most important thing is your bag. I travel with this thing. This is my main bag. It is a 35-liter bag by Minaal. Everything that I'm gonna bring on my trip will go in this one bag. First category, gadgets and gizmos.
Boy!
The first thing I put in my bag is my laptop. It's a 15-inch MacBook Pro. I use it to edit my vlogs. I use it to stay connected with everyone while I travel. So that goes into one of the separate compartments in my Minaal bag. Next on my list is my Panasonic GH4, which I am currently recording on right now. It's a great 4K camera. The battery life is excellent on it. On one battery, I can get between 5 to 6 hours of shooting. It's my main camera, my only camera. And on top of my camera is the Rode VideoMic Pro, which is a great compact travel size microphone to make the quality of the video a lot better. I'm using it as well right now. Next up, we have a lightweight table tripod. It's called the Pedco UltraPod. I use this a lot when I travel. It's a small little tripod. Put your camera on top, and it's very, very compact, very discreet. The good thing about this tripod is that it has the strap right here, which you can strap onto a post. You just wrap this around and you strap it on as tight as you can. It also doubles as a selfie stick to get you those extra angled shots. Next up is this generic camera pistol grip. You attach the camera up here. You can just hold it like a pistol. It helps stabilize when you're trying to get those cinematic shots. This thing is very light, very small. Put this inside your bag, no problem. Up next is one of my most favorite gadgets I've ever purchased. It is the DJI Mavic Pro. It's so tiny. It's so lightweight. It's such a compact little drone. This thing is a beast in the sky. This thing will fit in your bag, no problem. It is a must if you are a travel vlogger. It helps give your videos that extra dimension it needs to become that much better. Also with that, I have 3 extra batteries and a few extra propellers, just in case. The flight time with the Mavic Pro is about roughly 21 to 26 minutes, depending on how much you push it. Up next is a cell phone. I personally have an iPhone 6s. With it, I have the Mophie Juice Pack case that gives me extra battery life. For all those travelers out there, you feel me when I'm talking about battery life. Battery life is one of the most important things you can have. Battery life is life, basically. The iPhone 6s or any other smartphone is a great phone to have. Not so much the phone, but the apps. Apps are very important. If you want, let me know down below. I'll make a video on the applications I use while I travel. There's a lot of applications out there that help travelers make traveling easier. That makes sense? Yeah. Next on the gadget list is my GoPro Hero 3 Plus. I used to use this exclusively back in the day, but I have obviously upgraded my camera game with the all blackout case. I like this case because it helps you stay low key when you want to get those creeper shots. Also, I have with me the GoPro Floaty. So you basically attach this to the back and it will float and you will never lose your camera again. Moving on, I have this Western Digital 2 terabyte hard drive. I did have the Ultra Slim Seagate 2 terabyte before, but unfortunately that crashed on me. So I switched companies to Western Digital. Hopefully this won't crash on me. I know the external hard drives do have a fail rate that is extremely high, so cross your fingers. Always back up your data in multiple areas and don't be stupid like me. I basically had all my travel files in that one hard drive. Another must when you're traveling are headphones. I personally use the iPhone headphones. I did have nicer ones, but I lost them and I don't feel like purchasing new ones since I have the Apple ones already. They're not the greatest earbuds, they do fall out occasionally, but they'll do the trick and they come in this nice little case that you can just put in your bag, and you don't have to worry about it tangling up on you. Next up are power banks. I personally have two power banks. One is 10,000 milliamp hours, and the other one is the small little one, just in case and for the hell of it, since it's very light. This one right here is 1600 milliamp hours. If you're traveling, battery life is basically a privilege sometimes. Sometimes if you're in those countries where the socket doesn't always work, or if there are no sockets, you want to charge some of your gadgets, especially with all the gadgets I have, this will come in handy. The larger battery, the better. But I like this one since it's a slim profile. Along with this, I will be juiced up for a few days. I use this to primarily charge my extra batteries for the cameras, but this will easily charge your phone at least 2 or 3 times. This is a personal favorite of mine. This one is a 4-port USB charger. This thing has saved me so many times. When you have so many gadgets to charge and only one socket, this thing is a godsend. So basically, you connect this part to the wall, and here you have 4 USB charge ports. So you can connect your camera, your other camera, your cell phone, and whatever else gadgets you may have with you. And it charges it all at the same time. It's very compact and lightweight. It fits anywhere in your bag, no problem. Also, to complement that, I have a universal adapter. This will go into pretty much any socket in the world. I've tried it primarily in Asia, but it also has European sockets on it. This thing is a must. At least one. These are tiny, weigh next to nothing. You don't even know you have it in your bag until you need it. Also, I have this thing. I consider this a why not, a tiny robot. It doubles as a headphone splitter. So say you meet a new friend on a bus and you want to watch the same movie. They have their headphones, you have your headphones, you connect it to this thing, and then you can listen to the same audio together. This one right here is a friend maker. Also for the gadgets and gizmos, I have this thing. This is an old school PSP. This thing is light, barely weighs anything. It helps when you're in the airport and you're bored out of your mind. I hacked it so that I can play all the games I want on it. I usually play just Super Mario, just those quick games to pull you over. And to top off the gadget and gizmos list, I have a bunch of different USB wires. You never know when you're gonna need a micro USB, a mini USB, a lightning cable for you or for someone you meet on the road. Our next category is clothing. Oh boy! I get a lot of questions about how much clothes I bring with me. The answer is I don't bring that much because 1, you can always do laundry, and 2, if you really need another shirt, you can buy one pretty inexpensively depending on where you go in the world. With that being said, these are the clothes I bring with me on my trips. T-shirts. I bring 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 t-shirts with me. I like to change up the color a little bit. Nothing too loud, nothing too crazy. I have 2 solid colored t-shirts, 3 t-shirts with print. Also, these double as clothes I use to sleep. Designate 1 shirt that I sleep in pretty much every night, and the other shirts I wear till I'm out, and then I go to the laundromat and wash them, or I hire someone to do it. Depending on where you are in the world, you can get your whole wardrobe washed for less than $1. It's all really inexpensive. They will wash it for you and they will dry it for you. Having clean clothes is not a problem. If all else fails, you can always wash your clothes in the sink with a little bit of laundry detergent. You can leave it to dry overnight and you're good to go again. Tank tops, I only usually bring 1. I don't usually wear tank tops anyway. I like wearing t-shirts. You can always buy a tank top wherever you are. They're really cheap most of the time and you can always haggle the price down. The next one is something that I personally like to have with me. Since I like to swim and go diving, I bring 1 rash guard. You know what I'm talking about? Rash nipples hurt. The next thing is something that isn't a must, but it's nice to have, especially when you're in those Asian countries that like to blast the air conditioning whenever you're inside the mall, or if you're inside the public buses. I like to bring a nice thin little windbreaker jacket. This thing can scrunch up really small, and you can fit it in your bag. It weighs nothing. And this will keep you warm when it's cold in the air conditioning. And this thing will keep you dry in the middle of a monsoon. Next, I'd like to talk about the bottoms. I like to bring 2 pairs of casual shorts. These are multi-use shorts. You can use these to swim in. You can also use them to go to the mall in. They dry really fast and they have the zipper in the back to put your wallet. I like the zippers because it helps deter theft a little bit better. Not by much, but it's definitely a nice feature to have on your shorts. I keep a pair of casual black pants in my bag. These are the only pair of pants I bring. My motto is, just because you're a backpacker doesn't mean you have to look like a backpacker. These will spruce you up a lot if you need to look a little bit more presentable. I keep 2 pairs of athletic shorts with me. They're multifunctional as well. You can use them to sleep in. And these ones right here, they're quick dry, so you can also use these to take a dip. Underwear, that's also another question I get asked. How many pairs of underwear do you bring? I bring 6 pairs. 1 that I'm wearing currently and 5 pairs on standby. Like I said, you can always wash your clothes. The underwear I use are these right here. These are the athletic underwear that you see now. They're polyester and they have anti-odor technology, whatever that means. The reason I like this kind of underwear opposed to cotton underwear is polyester underwear folds really nice and it folds really small so that you can scrunch it up and stuff it inside your bag. Footwear. I like to have my black Nikes. They are multi-purpose. I can wear them to town. I can usually get away with them going to a club. I can wear them with my casual black pants. Looks fine, looks presentable. It's always nice to have a multi-functioning wardrobe so that you can use it for more than one occasion. I bring 6 pairs of socks. Nope, there's no reason for you to be wearing white socks. If you're a grown man and you wear white socks, I also like to wear watches. You want to have a nice low profile watch. Mine is black. There's no extra bells and whistles, it's just a watch. You don't want to look like you have too much bling because that would make you a target for would-be thieves. The next category is toiletries and medication. Boy. This category is personal preference for the most part. Your items will vary from my items. These are just the generals that you might want to have with you while you're traveling. First up is the see-through bag. You can't get through TSA without having your see-through bag. Inside here I have deodorant, shampoo, and body wash. These are actually goop tubes. They're pretty cool because there's this little sticky thing here. You can stick it to the wall while you're showering and they're very durable, very strong. Nothing will leak. Carry lotion with me. Hair gel, if you have that boy hair like I do. Contact solution, if you're blind like me. Travel toothbrush and travel size toothpaste. A comb for your boy hair. A beard trimmer, if you have a beard. Tweezers to pluck your bushy ass eyebrows. Nail clippers to cut your long ass toenails. As far as medication goes, bring some ibuprofen with me. Bring some allergy medicine if you have a lot of allergies. Q-tips, tissues, paracetamol, which helps if you have a flu or some kind of cold. Imodium helps with your unsettled stomach. Antacid medication. Chapstick for your chapped ass lips. That's basically all my toiletries and medications I bring with me. The next category is travel documents / financial documents. You need to bring your passport. That's probably a great idea to bring. For me, I like to keep it in this nice little case. Very sleek, very compact, low profile. I don't like those passport cases that say passport and just advertise to the world that inside is your passport. Also inside, you should have at least 1 credit card or 1 debit card. This one will stay in here. This one will not go in your personal wallet. This one stays in here just in case you lose your wallet. Another important thing to have with you is copies of your passport. There's times where if you want to rent something like a scooter, they'll ask for your passport. I really don't like giving my passport out because 1, if they steal your passport and sell it, they can sell it upwards of about $10,000, I think. 2, you don't have your passport, obviously. So I usually give them a copy of my passport, which seems to do the trick just fine. Next up are visas. Visas aren't always required. You can always get a visa on arrival, but for certain countries, you need to have a visa with you in the ready, or else you will not be allowed into that country. For example, China. If you don't have a visa before you go to China, if you're a US citizen, you will not go to China. Also, a good thing to have is a second form of identification. In my case, I bring my driver's license with me. Just in case you left your passport at the hostel or hotel, you always want to have a second form of identification. In most tourist attractions, most places, if you have a student ID card, you can get in for free or for a discounted fare. I haven't been in school for a while now, but this still seems to work. It's the Asian genetics. I still look the same as I did in college, just a lot more sexier. Credit cards and your debit cards. I like to keep 1 of my credit cards in my passport wallet and 2 of my other cards in my actual wallet. For my wallet, I like to have a sleek, small wallet, something where I can just put cash in a little clip and my cards. That's all you need. You don't need to bring any more than that if you're traveling. Cash. Most places in Asia don't accept your credit card or your debit card. They want your cash. I like to have a little bit of the local currency before I leave. But you don't have to. You can always exchange at the airport. But I do recommend not exchanging your money at all. The best way to get more bang for your buck is to actually use your debit card and withdraw. The exchange rate is a lot better if you withdraw from your debit card opposed to giving them $100 and getting back a smaller percentage of what you would have got if you just withdrew from your debit card. The next thing to keep in handy are 1 pen and 1 Sharpie. You never know when you're gonna need a Sharpie. A pen. You always need a pen because whenever you go to a different country, you have to sign that declaration form and all those other forms you need to sign before you're allowed access to the country. The last thing I want to talk about in the travel documents category is travel insurance. Travel insurance is one of the most important things you can have while you're traveling. There's a lot of companies that offer it. I personally use World Nomads. They have a really easy to follow website on how to get travel insurance. You basically go to their website, type in the countries or continents you're going to, and type in for how long and your age, and they will quote you right away. They have two types of coverage. They have a standard one and an Explorer one. The standard one is a little bit cheaper than the Explorer one, but I recommend getting the Explorer one because you never know what kind of shit you can get into. You don't want to be that guy in the middle of a jungle, in the middle of nowhere, without any kind of insurance. You know that helicopter ride out of the jungle is going to cost you an arm. It's one of those expenses you have to account for in your budget. I'll leave a link where I got my travel insurance down below. I've been using them for about 2 to 3 years now and I haven't had a problem at all with them. They're very easy to talk to. The next category are the miscellaneous stuff. Oh boy! Basically the stuff I didn't know where to put on the other categories. First up is a travel towel. This is not your ordinary towel. It is tiny. Secondly, it is a quick dry towel, meaning you can shower with this in the morning, leave for the day, and then come back to a nice dry towel. It also has antibacterial. I like it because it folds up really nice and it dries very quickly. Next up is a laundry bag. You always want to separate your dirty clothes from your clean clothes, and the only way to do that is with a laundry bag. You can use a plastic bag, any bag you want. Just please, dear God, separate your dirty clothes from your clean clothes. Next up are these small little backpack locks. I have 3 of them with me. One for the locker inside the hostel, one for my big backpack, and one for my travel day bag. Most hostels offer a locker. Some of them have locks with them. For the most part, you have to supply your own lock. Don't get the ones with the keys because if you lose your key, you're done. To complement the travel locks, I have this cable right here. It's just a short little cable where I can loop this to my bag and then lock it to something secure. Unless someone comes up to this and rips the fabric from my bag, they're not gonna take my bag. This right here helps with peace of mind when you're away for the day. Also, the next thing to bring are sunglasses. They keep you looking sharp and they protect your eyes from the radiation, I think. Next up is a book. Books are good for you. I'm reading Hector and the Search for Happiness. It's a nice book to read if you're traveling. It's a book about Hector, travels the world, finding out why people are happy. The last category is not so much a category, it's the maybes. In my case, I only have one maybe. I brought this on my last trip, but I'm not sure if I want to bring this again. It is the noise canceling headphones. My Bose QC25s are amazing on the airplane, but once you're out of the airplane, it's just another thing to carry. I'm not sure if it's worth carrying. It's pretty bulky, so it takes up a lot of space in the bag. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. All right, that's everything I bring with me on my trip. The hardest part is fitting this all in one bag. It shouldn't be too hard, but I do have a lot of gadgets and I have to make sure that they're nice and secure and padded. So in case I drop my bag or if someone manhandles my bag, it will not damage my gadgets. So let's put everything in the bag and let's see how it looks. Alright, what I just did right now was just a rough pack to show you that everything can fit. My tripod here will be with me, in my hands. Everything will fit in this one bag right here. One bag travel. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If I left anything out, please let me know in the comment section down below. Also, I would like to know what you guys pack on your travel adventures. We're good to go on another adventure. Thank you so much for watching this video. Click that thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I'll be leaving in a few days for another adventure. I have some big things planned ahead. Again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the road again tomorrow, guys.
I'm so in love with you.